Lucky for us, we need to get elks anyway.
Whoa there. Come on.
Ah, I think I see a bear. Alright, so bolt action. You just need to shoot it in the head one time in Deadeye, and you should be fine. As so. So there's one. We only need 2 more. Oh, God! No!
Damn critter!
That was so close. Whew. That thing snuck up on me. Alright. And there's a challenge. Angel, no! No. I wasn't ready to replace you. This game is cruel.
Tough one, eh?
No, Angel didn't die. He just got a flesh wound. Just pretend he didn't die, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've lost Angel the most out of every other horse in this game. That is for sure.
Fetch a good price.
Okay, I'm really scared. Not gonna lie. I don't like the fact that these grizzly bears have been sneaking up on me because I almost died a second time. I got so lucky, ladies and gentlemen. You have no idea. You have no idea. They are not afraid of just trampling you and not giving you a chance to breathe. But we're done hunting them, so that is a plus. Angel, I'm sorry for getting you in trouble. I'm so sorry. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. Don't worry, we'll have you going into retirement here very, very, very soon. It looks like we can't skin that one. I'm assuming that we didn't kill it. Okay, well that's 3, I think. So we just need 2 more.
Might as well.
Don't know what number of hummingbird sage this is. It's really easy to lose count.
Yeah.
Let's check and see what the new sharpshooter challenge is. Master Hunter. Oh, so we just have to skin 1 more. Nice. Shoot the hats off 2 people's heads and disarm 2 people. We can do that when fighting others. We got 4 out of 10 hummingbird sage. So we're on a roll there. What's that? What's this X? Oh, this looks like someone got murdered. If we see a bear and we have to kill it, I'm probably not gonna use time to skin it. Usually I would, but honestly, I'm too scared to be here right now. Some more hummingbird sage. Violet snowdrop. Oh, okay. Forgot about that plant. Someone needs our help.
That's it. Lie down. Let's go.
Oh, look, a beaver. And I missed it every time.
Easy.
I was actually about to kill that one, but remembered I only needed to skin 1. So that's 1 beaver out of the 5 we need. And then this is the next bighorn. Tried avoiding animations, but the game was like, no, you are gonna be showing the gruesome skinning at least once. Alright, and that's the next Master Hunter challenge. What's next for that, anyway? I can't remember. Kill a bear with your melee knife and collect a bear pelt. Alright, this one might be a little bit harder. Forgot about this, but once we see one, I think the trick really is that you like... Why are people shooting at me? I did nothing wrong. You can't prove I did anything. Alright, here's another hummingbird sage. For now, I'm just going kind of back and forth in different areas of tall trees until I get all the beavers, all the bears, all the hummingbird sage that I need. I actually just got killed by another bear, truth be told, but we won't talk about that. In fact, I wasn't sure if the auto-saved correctly, but I already did enough to a point where I did not want to load it up again. So usually I try to avoid dying in all these, but sometimes it's really just unavoidable. Besides, I think this game, if you die, it just loads up the last autosave, so... Or the most recent save, so... And I think luckily for us, as we'll probably see here, yeah, it doesn't take away any money. At least I don't think it did. If you die, which honestly, that's the only reason I refuse to let myself die in like other GTA games, like or Red Dead, anything of that, is because they take away a percentage of your money rather than a set amount, which personally, like, I understand the point of it. It's supposed to keep you from wanting to die, as if that's something you want to do in a video game, but if I worked my butt off to get them like an overflow of cash, like I don't want you taking 10% of it, maybe because of an accident or something. Like, of course I'm gonna reload the game. Like, that's ridiculous. I just have to do it again anyway. Which, I mean, if you're in a different opinion, I understand. It's like, oh, if you die, then suffer the loss. Like, I get that point of view. And hey, look at that. I think this is the horse that we're looking for. I think. Oh yeah, I think it is, because it just denied us. So I guess it came back around. I got killed by a bear for the second time, and then it spawned the horse we're looking for. Good timing. Angel needed a rest. Come on now. Come on. The tree's kind of messing up my point of view.
Calm down now. Oh, shit.
Awesome.
Go.
All right. New items are now available for purchase in stores. I believe that this is the one. I mean, it was a lot harder to tame, and to be absolutely certain, I'm gonna go over to Manzanita Post, the only like town I think that we haven't discovered yet. I actually loaded the autosave and it took me all the way back to Blackwater, which is annoying. I had to get my butt all the way back over here, but it is what it is. Excuse me while I pick this hummingbird sage. Gotta think of a name for you, but nothing's really... Oh, don't you run from me. Don't you run. Good horse.
Let's go.
Now, I believe that this is technically the best horse in the game. Technically. But I think there has been an argument made for other horses, the white one and the gold one. I can't remember what the difference is, and I keep forgetting to look it up. But I was always told that this was the best horse in the game, other than, like, next to the war horse, so... But here we are in Manzanita Post. I'm gonna hitch you up. This horse is now your trusty steed. Now, to be absolutely certain that it is the horse that we are looking for, Star Wars reference, we're going to go into this general store right here. We're not going to buy the tomahawk, but we're going to see if
Hello, sir.
the...
Let me know what you need.
Let's see. American Standardbred. Yes, it is the one. We have got the final horse, which means we can buy the steed, which I will gladly do that. These prices are not affected by the Savient Merchant outfit, so we practically should buy them, to be honest. The Tomahawk, I think, will, even though it is only $10. I'll wait. Why not, right? We'll buy the Tall Trees map, because that isn't affected.
What do you have? Thanks. That's good.
We'll go ahead and even use the Tall Trees map. Awesome. Oh, look, it's the Kentucky Saddler. I guess it spawns randomly as other people's horses. And then we're actually going to come over here and purchase ourselves this fine property. And I believe this might be the last one that we need to purchase. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it. Gonna save to make sure that we keep the progress that we've made, not letting a stupid bear take that away from me again. This video is probably going to be all over the place in terms of what I'm doing, but that's because sometimes these challenges can be a bit hectic in trying to do them right.
Welcome aboard. The name's Clement.
I'll try to think of a...
Let's go.
What's wrong?
Well, sir, I need your help. You see, I live in the trading post and, well, my wagon's missing.
Okay.
Won't you find the wagon, mister? I'm an honest woman, and I'd reward you if you find it, sir.
Sure.
Evening to you, ma'am.
Huh. Find the missing supply wagon. Alright, well, I'm assuming that it's probably just out of town. Search the local roads for missing supply wagon. Vultures in distance are indicator of trouble. The wagon was coming from the north. Okay. I actually have had this happen to me before, unlike a couple of the random events we've encountered, so I actually remember a little bit about this one. So if it was coming from the north, I'm assuming it was this way?
Let's go.
Oh, by north, I'm looking at this wrong. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. My sense of direction got kind of twisted around. By north, it means this way because it's considering north based on the map. Don't. I'm stupid.
Whoa there.
And I did see that there is a newspaper available, so we'll probably buy one after we do this random event.
Faster.
Uh-oh. I see the vultures. Duchess gang.
This should be a fair fight if you can shoot straight.
Take the wagon back to the trading post. Do not mind if I do. So we finally encountered Duchess gang, even before doing the main story stuff with them. Dutch has his own gang in this. It's not like the good old days of RDR2. We probably have a lot of newspapers to read, probably like 2 or 3. Because I remember that I tried to buy a couple newspapers before doing the last mission in Mexico, and the entire nation was going absolutely crazy because of the revolution, so I couldn't buy anything.
Here's your wagon. You might want to take better
Thank
care of it
God,
in the future.
And thank you, sir. Rustler's been busy around here. I sure hope not for long.
climb aboard while you can. Daisy says she's a child, but I ain't touched her in months.
I see.
Hear about how Marston shot a preacher in the back?
No, Mr. Marston, sir.
Oh, look at that. We got rank 8 without even trying. I guess we disarmed people and shot people's hats off without really realizing it. Well, that guy seems to not like us because we shot at him, so probably gonna have to make our way out of here. But we got the sharpshooting challenge, so that's a plus. Sure, a guy hates our guts, but it is what it is. I wasn't even really trying to do those sharpshooter challenge. Oh, I guess he left. He must have thought it was not worth it. So we can continue looting. So yeah, usually I have to try for those sort of things, but I guess just while doing those like random events, including this one, we practically got it, so that's good. I think as long as you aim for heads, you have the chance of shooting off people's hats. I don't know if it counts like just direct headshots, you know? But I noticed I disarmed that one guy there, and I was like, oh, I probably add to that challenge a little bit, but I didn't think I completely did, so. That's awesome. We're doing a lot of things for us. Kill any 6 wild animals without reloading or changing weapons. All right, this one might be a little bit more difficult. Usually what I would do is just put on a repeater and then shoot some birds, so we'll be able to get it. The last one is going to be the harder one. The last one is significantly harder because you have to, I think, like disarm 6 people without reloading weapons, and it is something for sure. And all I was trying to do was wait for some newspapers. So after extending the time a little bit so that we could see if the newspapers are up, it's finally here. So let's see to be sure that if there's more than one, we're going to buy the current edition and make sure that there are no others to buy before we read it. That we're not reading these out of order or anything like that. So we got this. Let's exit. And there's no more. Nice. So there must have only been one. That's good news. I'll just go over here and read it.
Hello there, Mr. Marston, sir.
Alright, so we got that one. We read that one as well, that one, and then... Alright, that's the one we just bought. I remember this one. Alright. So once again, if you want to read this yourself at your own pace, go ahead and pause the video on each article. Skip ahead if you really don't care. I like to read these, so I understand if you don't. So I would not be offended if you skip ahead, but I like to read them, so read along with me if you like. If not, then I'll see you in the future. But alright, let's just get this underway. New governor comes under attack. Blackwater politician Aldous Worthington has been vehemently outspoken in his criticism of Nate John's appointment as state governor. Mr. Worthington's accusations are damning, ranging from corruption and vote rigging to extortion, kidnapping, and sexual depravity. Moreover, he believes that the wealthy Johns family, large stakes in local businesses, not to mention the railroads, compromise his ability to be fair and just leader of the people. Mr. Johns has dismissed Aldous Worthington as a hack and his allegations as the jealous slurs of a pitiful man desperately clinging to his career like a drowning man to a piece of wood. I don't know, man. It seems kind of suspicious that you have so many businesses, but whatever. Automobile deaths up, lynchings down. Only 127 lynchings were recorded in the United States in last year, the smallest number recorded in 20 years. All but 4 of the cases were That, and civil rights groups applauded the statistic. What? Oh, okay. Okay. I've read that completely wrong. Civil rights groups applauded the statistics. I thought it was saying that it was like applauding that it was that actually happened, saying it shows real progress has been made. I think that's saying that since the number is down, that more of that group isn't getting lynched. Okay, I read that completely wrong. I was like, wait, they're applauding them doing that? That's awful. But no, they're applauding that it's down, even though there's still 4 that were hung. Like, whatever. Saying it shows real progress has been made. The number of people killed in automobile accidents is rising. However, officials cite the reason as automobiles routinely exceeding 20 miles per hour, putting children, the elderly, and horses at risk. I don't know. Cars can be pretty dangerous. Tyrannical governor overthrown. Is Sanchez next? The bloody rebellion of Mexico claims its first high-profile victim yesterday with the killing of the state governor. Colonel Agustin Allende, governor of Nuevo Paraiso, just south of the border below New Austin, was killed yesterday, following a firefight with rebels. Unsubstantial reports suggested American mercenaries may have been fighting on both sides during the battle. Abraham Reyes, leader of the rebel band that is trying to overthrow General Sanchez's government and improve conditions in Mexico, claimed this was a great victory, that this will lead us all the way to the presidential palace in Mexico City. Colonel Allende, who has been implicate in several massacres and other atrocities in the region, was not a popular governor, and locals cheered when they heard the news of his demise. Mr. Reyes promised to bring greater political freedom to Nuevo Paraiso and set up a workers' council immediately, while at the same time releasing a new state anthem, a ballad of his own composition. Yeah, that sounds like him. New federal government agency does exist. Federal government officials in Washington were quick to point out that they had not in fact lied when denying the existence of a national-level crime-fighting authority, the name of which they refused to reveal to reporters. A government spokesman, who insisted on remaining nameless, suggested that this agency is not there to stop criminal activity. It is there to investigate it once it has occurred. That way, it will keep both the prisons and execution industries in business. It is a vital cog of our economy, and taxpayers as well as people on the street will be proud of the work it is going to do for generations. So how can you say we lied? I don't even know the meaning of the word. Rumors that the body or agency has set up regional headquarters in Blackwater were strenuously denied. Oh, as we know who they're talking about. Dutch Vanderlyn spotted. Famed outlaw Dutch Vanderlyn, a man long believed dead, has been spotted alive and unfortunately well in our region. Mr. Vanderlyn, who ran a gang of outlaws and robbers for many years, has now resurfaced and it seems has not given up his life over to the Lord. Mr. Vanderlyn, wanted for questioning over several murders and robberies back in early years of the century, is now being linked to a recent assault on a farm just north of Blackwater in which 2 men were killed. Temperance Crusaders rally in Blackwater. The Prohibition movement continues to gather support throughout West Elizabeth. Abner Forth, leader of the group called SOT, the Supporters of Temperance, is calling for the statewide prohibition of alcohol, and his speeches in Blackwater on the evils of drink have been drawing large crowds. Proponents of prohibition claim the liquor not only damages the mind, health, and productivity of the imbiber, but also promotes moral degeneracy and societal unrest. Anti-prohibition campaigners, otherwise known as drunkards, have denounced the idea that the government should define morality, citing that alcohol fosters vitality, combats depression, and braces a man for hard work. Mr. Forsyth, who believes the intoxication is a sin of the worst kind, is asking people to make a simple choice: bask in the joys of heaven or burn in eternal damnation. Well, I gotta say, man, I like drinking as much as the next guy, so why don't you chill it there? That just makes me think of the history behind Prohibition, that this is kind of the time that Prohibition really started before it got really into it in the 20s, which made people drink even more. When I say I love history, so I highly recommend that you look up some source material on the matter. In fact, I would even say go check out Oversimplified's video on the Prohibition, because it even talks a little bit about the history of the temperance movement, and more specifically how women were a big part of the temperance movement, that they kind of pushed that forward. So there's a lot to learn. Now, if you haven't heard of Oversimplified, I highly recommend that. He's not telling me to tell you to go check out his videos. That's just as a fan personally, I really like his stuff. Go check it out. I learned a lot, and I'm certain you will too. It's really fun stuff. Woman arrested for indecent attire. Gertrude Singer was arrested by officials on Thursday for indecent dress. She has repeatedly refused to wear a corset as deemed proper attire, and her chemise was often visible below her petticoats. What even is that? Miss Singer is thought to be escalating widespread civil disobedience among suffragettes and others who shun the established ways of operating in civilized society. Oh, the audacity. Oh, I gotta love this propaganda, man. I just love it. Theater Review. Stretch Hawthorne, the Singing Blind Grave Robber. Many historic events that occurred during the picturesque period of 1870 to 1895 have been adapted to the theater stage, but none are as colorful as the legendary tale of Stretch Hawthorne. The opening gives us a glimpse of Hawthorne's life before losing his sight in the famous eclipse of 1883. Man. Talking so fast. Maybe I need to slow down a bit. The eclipse scene itself is visually stunning, using a flash of lit phosphorus as a special effect that partially blinds the theater audience as well. Only when Hawthorne breaks into song while digging down to reunite with his dainty love Anna for one more kiss in Congress do we, the theater audience, feel the real depth of his pain. There seems to be a lot going on in that piece of media, that's for sure. Polio, TB, typhoid, cholera, epidemics, business as usual. The number of citizens affected by polio, tuberculosis, typhoid, and cholera remains steady. While polio left thousands of children and adults paralyzed last year, only 1 in 6 will die of tuberculosis. Well, unfortunately, Arthur was one of those 6. Typhoid fever typically passes over a month of high fever and bedridden delirium unless it kills you in the interim. Cholera, however, is in its sixth epidemic and has claimed 700,000 lives since the beginning of the century, which is real progress. Health advocates remind citizens to wash hands weekly and reuse bath water only amongst close neighbors and friends. Okay. And again, sorry if that's a spoiler for you if you've never seen RDR2, the story of it. It's been out for years at this point, so I'm not saying that you should know, but I apologize if that is the case. But it has been out for a while, so I'm making this way after that. So, sorry, but it is what it is. Tapeworm custody battle. The story of colossal tapeworm extracted from the body of a young Blackwater girl by resident physician Dr. Cyril Purvis took a strange turn today when the girl's mother demanded that it be returned to its rightful owner. The tapeworm, which measured 52 feet, is the longest on record, was removed intact and survived outside the body for a further 11 hours. More than 300 people at a cost of 5 cents each came to gawp at the hydra-headed monster, and Dr. Purvis now plans to sell its preserved cords to a museum, circus, or cestoda enthusiast. The girl's mother claims that the stomach annulid is a tantamount to the biological granddaughter and that any peculiar gain should be hers and hers alone. When questioned about the incident, Dr. Purvis responded with, "There's only one true parasite in this whole charade." They only want it when it makes them money. Electric belt cures diseases. Sufferers of all kinds of nervous disorders may take solace in a new scientific breakthrough. Wagstaff and Mount Vim and Vigor's electric belt. It revitalizes the body and brings back lock, strength, and power. It cures almost every known disease and weakness, including rheumatisms, scalatia, railroad back, lumbago, melancholia, kidney disorder, liver trouble, poor circulation, impotence, clubfoot, and female weakness. Okay. It has cured thousands with its alternating current, while our product testers were at once skeptical. They have grown to love the device. Okay, I'm definitely skeptical of that. Sorry. Lamat revolvers for sale, 9-shot cylinder, a fine and reliable sidearm, El Pistolero, Escalera, Mexico. We will be buying that very soon. Attention manufacturers and inventors. Patents promptly secured. Send model or sketch for free examination. Jeremiah Somerset, Esquire, patent attorney and mechanical expert. Captain Vicente de Santa of the Mexican Army has been reported deceased, aged 34 years. Why would America care about that? It just seems kind of strange. But I guess he could be a minor celebrity. Outsiders do not underestimate the importance of orientation maps available of the Great Plains region. Neely Ship, Chandler, and Grocer, Blackwater. We will be buying that from you, sir. Small log cabin for sale at Manzanito's Trading Post. Just bought it in tall trees. Perfect for a hunter or recluse. Wanted outlaw William Bill Williamson has been found dead in the town of Escalera, Mexico. I don't think that's his actual name, though. I think that's his middle name. Coming soon, hunting by rail excursions courtesy of Pacific Union Railroad Company. Shoot from the comfort or of a fully catered rail car. Fun for all the family. Abundance is everywhere. Once again, if you're looking for cheats, there's the cheats. Abundance is everywhere. So that is this newspaper. Thanks for sticking along and reading with me. Lots of funny stuff in that one and some questionable things in it as well, that's for sure. But a good read. I don't know how many more there are. I know there's one at the end of the game, and I think there's one more. There might even be two more before, like the end of the game one. So there might be 3 more in general. I'll have to check to be sure, but we'll keep an eye out for it as well.